One thing you can absolutely be sure of over the summer is that West Ham's going to be linked with an infinite number of strikers and forwards. I can just see it happening right now, and I can even see the backlash on Twitter when/if we don't sign a striker. Twitter's going to just be completely nuclear bombed. So it'll be like a huge mushroom cloud of tweets going up into the air about West Ham didn't sign a striker this and West Ham didn't sign a striker that. And I just in the back of my mind preparing for this. Now, I've just seen the first striker West Ham's been linked with today, which was Emmanuel Dennis, Watford's Nigerian striker, who looks set to leave the now relegated team. Emmanuel Dennis scored against West Ham in Watford's 4-1 defeat. He scored a good effort from outside the box, firing it on his left foot high into the net. The fact that he's a left-footed striker is appealing to me personally because I like left-footed players. I think they're way better finishers than right-footers. And it's being reported that he will be available for a fee of around £20 million. It's not bad. It's not bad money. But he had 16 goals and assists as a combined total over the course of the season. I think he had 10 goals and 6 assists, which isn't bad. Getting double figures for your first season in English football isn't too bad. And I really wouldn't mind him signing for West Ham, because I think he'd be a very good option to have in the squad. But I do have 2 problems. One, is he going to be the prolific striker that we need? And 2, is he that all-important striker signing that we need? I don't want to put a damper on this, but I would see him mainly being a backup or a substitute when he first comes in. Now, I know that's happened before when we signed players, but I don't see Emmanuel Dennis immediately starting in for West Ham. I definitely can't see that happening. But at the same time, he's not really a bad player. And anybody who would not take him at this point is it's a very disagreeable view. Because he would create competition with Antonio. He would be able to maybe do things better than Antonio. Although you'd have to really put that into action in order to assess how true that claim is. I think that Watford's got a lot of good players in it. And if we're not looking at Emmanuel Dennis, I would take a look at Ismaila Sarr, because he's absolutely class winger. Dennis has had a good first season in English football, having joined from Club Bruges. And, you know, Dennis does have a lot of good attributes for a striker. I find that he's quite tricky. I think that he's good at shooting from outside of the box. We need a striker that can actually shoot from outside the box and can do things from outside. Antonio always scores from inside the box. I've never seen him, during his time at West Ham anyway, strike the ball from outside the area and it go into the net. I know he did it on international duty for Jamaica, but that's not in the league. And ever since then, he just seems to have ballooned a load of shots over the bar and hit an astronaut and put the ball into orbit so that it confuses NASA. But while that's all good, and you could say Antonio's trying and he's being a very good player, I agree that Antonio's on and off the ball movement have been good even when he's not been scoring, but we need someone who's clinical. Maybe Emmanuel Dennis is that little bit more clinical, because Dennis has more goals this season than Antonio. Now, 20 million seems like a lot of money as well for him to be a backup. So he's going to have to play a lot. And with the competitions that we've got coming up, we're going to have Europe, we're going to have cup ties domestically. It seems right that we have a bit of a striker mix-up at the club. We need at least 2, in my opinion. 2 strikers, and then Antonio, you have 3. You have some depth. And maybe promote Sonny Perkins up to the first team. You might have 4, because I think Perkins can play as a forward. So, overall, Emmanuel Dennis wouldn't be a bad signing for West Ham. And it wouldn't be really the best thing to turn your nose up to it. However, I don't think he's going to be an immediate starter. I don't really see him being a starter. And he's going to have to pass the David Moyes personality and character test before Dennis can be considered into the team. So, I'm not saying no to Emmanuel Dennis, but there are a lot of factors that the manager will have to take into account before he signs him. Personally, I look at other Watford players. I think Chucho Hernandez, Ismaila Sarr should be taken, but I wouldn't turn my nose up at Dennis at all. Thank you very much for watching this quick episode of Wheel and Deal. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Comment as well. I want to see people comment on my videos more because I like reading your comments. I love seeing your feedback. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already because, well, I'm going to be doing this a lot over the summer and I've got a load of scouting report to do. I've even got my little red book with me here right now that I'm going to add a few more names into. It's my day off on Wednesday, so I'm going to add a few more into this. And I've just got a very busy summer of transfers coming up, so I cannot wait for it. This Emmanuel Dennis rumour is probably the first of many. Thanks very much for watching. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you all soon.